Hello again everyone, Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be dissertating and talking about the ruler of the 7th house, posited in the 8th house in a natal horoscope. Well, as most of you know, the 7th house governs relationships, partnerships, open adversaries or enemies, legalities, documents, and the 8th house is connected with sex, death, taxes, inheritances, others' resources. And anyway, I'm going to get started. The first thing is, the partner or significant other could be somebody that, obviously, could be very sexual. It could be somebody that might be very obsessive, very intense. The partner, significant other, may be strongly involved in the resources of this person, may factor in the inheritance that might be connected with this person. And it just obviously, the partner could take on maybe Scorpio-like, characteristics, and be very could be very willful, very intense, secretive, someone that likes to delve into mysteries, interested in astrology, the occult, and the partner could be somebody that that shares those interests, might be commonality with the person that has this placement. Also, since this rules business partners, it could be possible that a business partner, or a person might be in business with a partner that might be connected something with astrology, death, taxes. It could be astrology, business, the death being like, someone that, two people that might, work in a mortician, or, have some kind of, ownership over like a cemetery, or, something like that. I don't want to be, sound fatalistic, but, as most of you know, the 8th house does correspond with death, and the 7th house is partners. It could be possible in some isolated cases maybe that it could possibly indicate maybe an earlier demise of the partner of this person, or maybe that I guess I could say the partner might dissipate out of the person's life maybe quicker than anticipated. If the ruler has predominantly negative aspects, adversely aspected, it could indicate maybe you look at, like, figuratively speaking, death in relationships. It might indicate multiple significant others, and maybe problems with those with those people, and because it can signify, I guess we could say in the figurative sense, death connected with relationships, at least maybe in a in a figurative sense, this could be possible. But anyway, the 7th house rules open enemies, and adversaries, so it could be possible that open enemies can be could be all or nothing. These people, open adversaries, can be possibly have Scorpio-like tendencies, characteristics, and they could be very pretty much full throttle, if you know what I'm saying, in terms of enemies. The open enemies can be very intense, and can like I said, can be very it's like an all or nothing kind of attitude. So anyway, and the 7th house does rule legalities, documents. So this could be somebody that might be involved with some, legal situations that would be, very intense. The legal situations may be associated with death, taxes, others' resources, inheritances. And the 7th house, being associated with Libra, can be connected with reconciliation. So this could be the kind of person that would be, is very strongly able to compromise or reconcile for the sake of, things that are associated with 8th house matters, such as the sexual partner, or things that are connected with inheritances. So anyway, people, that will conclude this YouTube astrological segment for the ruler of the 7th house posited in the 8th house in the natal horoscope. Stay tuned next time, where I'll be dissertating and talking about the ruler of the 7th house in the 9th house in the natal chart. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis on a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone, because a person astrologically is the sum of all their components in their natal chart, and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.